Hi guys, welcome to
Total Coffee! Alright guys, welcome to the 7th episode of How to Start Your Coffee Roasting Business. And we spoke about taking your green coffee on a date in the last episode.
Yes.
We took the coffee on a date, we understood...
good.
It was good, yeah? So it was super tasty coffee, right? We understood everything about the coffee, how to buy them, how to decide what are the things to consider, so many other things, right?
Yeah.
So now that we have decided what coffee to buy and then we have bought the coffee, next thing is for us to decide on clothes. So you need to take your coffee on clothes shopping.
Yes.
Right? So we are taking our coffee on clothes shopping today. So we have Anish, our branding and social media expert, with us, who's going to talk about packaging, right, for our coffee. So let's see what are all the things that go into deciding packaging of a coffee. And Anish, over to you. Please tell us what are all the various things that we need to consider before we decide on the packaging for the coffee. All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, firstly, I would like to mention we tasted the coffee which we took on the date, and it was super amazing. We're having it right now.
Yeah. That's good coffee, man. Yeah.
So yeah, packaging. So you must have seen a lot of roasters. Like, of course, you are getting into a coffee roasting business. You must have studied other roasters in India, outside India, and you must have seen a lot of different types of packaging, right? So, like, first thing to consider, according to me,
Yeah.
is like before the aesthetic comes the need.
Sure.
Right. So you must be knowing that once the coffee is roasted, it needs a degassing time. So the coffee is continuously emitting gas, majorly carbon dioxide, and so this gas is actually in the first week of first week of roasting.
Sure.
These gases shouldn't be in contact with the coffee. It would spoil the coffee. So
Yeah.
it needs an air valve, a
Yeah.
one-way valve
Okay.
that can suck out the air which is inside the package and throw it outside.
Okay.
So if you're packaging your coffee on the very first or the second day, you need that air valve.
Okay.
If not, it's okay if there isn't.
So after I
no
degas
air
the
valve.
coffee for
Yeah.
like 6-7 days, then I don't need to have it in a one-way valve bag,
Correct.
right? I can
Correct.
just package it in a airtight package.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Makes
So
sense.
it
Yeah.
can be anything.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And so then the next thing comes is the color. Very important, because our package is what is going to like represent our brand, right?
Yeah.
So
Sure.
so if my like brand has colors like blue and yellow, my packaging cannot be red and green, of course.
Yeah.
So it has to suit the colors my brand is
It
propagating.
needs to complement the logo, maybe.
Exactly.
And the brand image.
Correct.
things like this. Okay.
And so one more thing is like one thing is brand image. Second thing is which crowd I am targeting.
Okay.
So if it is like the young generation,
Yeah.
they like something like which pops out, is creative,
Yeah.
is designer,
Yeah.
or maybe someone likes minimalist design.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I like minimalism, I would just not look at designer packages.
Sure.
So
you want to make
that-
it psychedelic, or you want to make it like
yeah.
plain minimalist kind of a packaging is something.
So, correct. So it depends on what is my crowd, like target crowd, and I will design my package accordingly. The next thing is if my brand is propagating organic coffee, sustainability, etc.
Yeah.
My colors need to speak for that also.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So it has to be like brown, earthy, green, pastel colors.
Okay.
Like kind of those colors. So there's a full color research report. You can see it in the description below.
Yeah.
We have attached it. Different colors speak different languages. So if you want to decide on what colors to choose for your packaging, you can refer to that report.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
that is about color.
Yeah.
Then comes material.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are different roasters choosing paper bags, tin, glass, cloth,
Yeah.
plastic, etc.
Yeah.
So again, if I'm going for organic and sustainability, I can't choose plastic, right?
Sure.
So that's one thing.
Correct.
But what matters is the experience. What feel do I want to give to my
Unboxing
consumer?
experience.
Yeah, exactly. So if I'm okay with giving out some cheap material,
Yeah.
like it's okay.
Yeah.
But if I want to give a good feel, maybe I'll go for good textured boxes.
Okay.
Like the
Which will
special glass
say this is
bottle.
a premium product.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's one thing, but then also cost comes in picture. So I have to figure out what works for me.
Okay.
Right.
Understood.
So
Yeah.
So that's about material. So as I said, there is tin, glass, paper,
Yeah.
plastic. There is cloth.
Yeah.
Many different types.
Cardboard boxes, jute bags I've seen as well.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
But at the same time, it should also retain the freshness of your coffee.
Yeah.
So as I said at the very first point, need before aesthetics.
Correct. So if the packaging is like super fancy, but it is spoiling the quality of your coffee, then
No
it doesn't
use.
make sense at all.
No use.
So you'll have to
Yeah.
choose the material according to maintaining freshness and the quality of the coffee,
Correct.
and give it longevity, etc. Right. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
So what would be the next thing that I should be considering after material?
Then the next thing comes is the reusability.
Okay.
So if I'm giving out plastic and paper pouches, of course they cannot be reused. Like they can if designed in a particular way, but as we spoke about other options like cloth, maybe solid surfaces like glass, tin, etc.
Yeah.
Or even plastic containers like proper solid ones.
Yeah.
So those can be reused.
Okay.
And again, if like that is sustainable, right?
Yeah.
Instead of use and throw packaging.
Correct.
And also it like increases your brand recall. Of course, like if I buy something with a good jar,
Okay.
I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to use it for something else.
Correct.
Maybe I'll store pickles in it.
Yeah. You'll never know. Cookies or pickles or whatever.
Yeah.
So I have a bunch of containers, coffee containers, tea containers, etc. At home, which has been in my house for 30 years. Which has been in my house for 40 years, like tin cans. Like mom never throws it away.
It might also happen that the brand doesn't exist anymore, but the tins do.
Yes. I have so many of those brands like that, which the brands are not there anymore, but we still have the tins, but we are storing something else. And like you said, I see them every single day, so I don't forget the brand at all.
And that is so much of value. Like it's not just one product going in a house, but it's so much of value going in a house.
Correct. And it also is need of the hour, right? Because with the sort of pollution that we are looking at and with the amount of plastic that we are dumping into the environment right now, reusable things are a must. So yeah, definitely reusable packaging is the need of the hour. Yeah.
Correct.
So I consider, okay, if I'm going to use a reusable packaging or a one-time use packaging, and then what next?
So this is like we spoke about reusable, and if it is not reusable, make sure you have a ziplock for that or some kind of locking system, so that the coffee stays fresh. Another thing to consider is like where are you going to sell your coffee?
Okay.
So it can be online or it can be like in supermarkets. So if it is online, it has to be durable. Right? You never know how it is going to be shipped.
Correct.
So it has to be durable, and if it is online, then you can make it like eye appealing in images.
Sure. It should be Instagram friendly. It should be online friendly, of course.
And if it is in supermarket, so there's one thing to consider, which is like the rental you have to pay for the space you use for your products. So if my 250 gram package is this big, I have to pay a lot for just 250 grams, but it is like a very compact packaging. It takes up less space, less rental, but I can like put more number of products over there.
Correct. So in a small given space that you have rented out in a supermarket, you need to display and showcase as many units as possible.
Correct.
Right? Because that space is probably very expensive.
Correct. And that's where my like dimensions of my package also come in picture.
Right, understood.
right? So it's not just only colors and materials, but
Yeah.
dimensions as well.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's about
Okay. So the
how
purpose.
to go for that's about how to go for packaging, and as you said, the purpose.
Yeah.
So what is my purpose? Is it like B2B business or B2C?
Yeah.
If it is B2C, like as we spoke about all the points earlier,
Yeah.
I have to target the crowd.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
So I have to make it according to them and
Yeah.
my brand image.
So what if I have to go B2B?
B2B, you have to make sure it is economic and
Okay.
simple.
Okay.
Like if it is B2B, I am supplying 10 kgs of coffee. I cannot give it in a fancy glass jar
It's
or,
going to be crazy
or
expensive.
unboxing experience. I can't.
Yeah.
Like it is expensive and
It won't really add any value.
yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because like anyways, if I'm supplying it to a cafe, they might have their own ways of storing their coffee.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make sense in giving out them a premium experience.
Correct.
They're anyways going to tear the package and put it in like wherever they
maybe
store.
into the grinder or maybe into the storage container.
Yeah, whatever they have.
Yeah.
So
sure.
so when doing a B2B, it has to be economic and like easy to use, easy to package, etc.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. So we understood the purpose. We understood if I were going online, if I were going on a retail shelf, or if I were going B2B, what is the sort of packaging I need to decide on. So after all of these, what I get asked the most is where can I find packaging material, right? So could you tell us a little bit about how can I find or where can I find the packaging material for my coffee?
Okay. So there are quite a few coffee packaging solutions in India where you can source it in bulk. We are putting down some links in the description so that it becomes easy for you.
Yeah.
And we spoke about all this. Maybe you want to research more on other coffee packets to like take some inspiration from them. So we also have a link down there for view roasters in Total Coffee. So you can look at what other roasters are doing in India.
Right. Perfect. So, so guys, head down to check out all of the roasters and very interesting packaging, very creative packaging that we have in the Indian market. So check that out. Thank you so much, Anish, for helping us decide what packaging to use and how to decide on which packaging to get. So many other things. It was super interesting. So guys, please subscribe. We have a couple of more topics that we are going to talk about in the following episodes. Very interesting as well to start, which will give you information on how to start your coffee roasting business. So if you have liked the video that you have watched, please subscribe and hit on the bell icon. As soon as we upload our next videos, you'll get a notification, and make sure that you don't miss any of our videos. So thank you very much, guys. It was such a pleasure. Hope to see you all soon again. And until then, have really good, amazing coffees.
Cheers.